Welcome to the PI Podcast, your destination for everything NFL, discussing the latest news and providing in-depth analysis of every NFL game.
And here we go. What is up, everybody? PI Podcast. What the? PI Podcast show, episode 78. What's up, Tim? How's it going? What's up, Tim? Yeah, so I named the title Week 7. We're just gonna have some fun. Go over Week 7 a little bit, and yeah, we'll just have some fun. It's been a minute since we've both been on a podcast together. So it's been a while.
It has been.
It's been a long time. And Ian's over there looking, I don't even know what he's looking like. I'm not even going to ask.
Look, we got the man bun.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Nike swoosh.
Yep.
All right.
So
let me pull up the NFL schedule. Yeah.
So we're going to start off, to get things started, we're going to start off with the Thursday night football game tomorrow. Jaguars Saints. Gonna be in it. Fun matchup. It depends if Trevor's in or not. They haven't announced it yet, but tomorrow we'll know for sure. But Jaguars Saints.
The Jags just announced that they signed Nathan Rourke to the active roster. He was a quarterback for the practice squad, so they're definitely not thinking Trevor's going to play the whole game, I think.
That'd be very interesting, because if he re-injures the ankle again or knee, then it'd be bad. Be pretty bad. And that Happy Grilled Cheese cup, they don't do that anymore. Remember, they have the regular plastic cups.
I know.
So, it's horrible.
Had to grab it while they had it.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't get shut down soon. Oh, that'd be bad, because I love that place. And now Friday we're definitely going there. So just get ready, just because I had to mention it. But yeah, no, Jaguars Saints. Saints defense has been playing decent. I mean, they're not up there like last year, the year before, but they've been playing pretty well. And the offense with Derek Carr hasn't been playing like prime Derek Carr. Derek Carr's been playing not very good, and exactly what I expected going into the season. It wasn't going to be a major upgrade from Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to be not 100%. Saints have a lot of injuries as well. The Jags are not only without Trevor Lawrence, most likely going to be without Zay Jones. Both tackles are going to be, both guards are going to be out with Walker Little, Brandon Scherf. I mean, it's not looking good for the Jags, so I personally think they should just sit them. The Jags O-line has kind of been struggling already. So to me, you got to sit Trevor. Run the ball with Travis Etienne, Tanks Bigsby, Dearness Johnson. Run. And if you got to throw with CJ Beathard, he's got weapons. I mean, I think it's going to be a defensive battle, though. Jaguars leading the NFL in takeaways. Saints have just always been a solid defensive team. I have this being really low scoring, but even if Trevor does not play, give me the Jags.
Yeah, the Jaguars against the Colts, their offense really showed up. Travis Etienne went off early in the game, and they just never let up. And they blow out the Colts basically. And Gardner Minshew threw some horrible picks, like Gardner Minshew. So
some steezy ones.
The thing about this is if Trevor's not in, how consistent the offense is going to be, even if Trevor's in, is going to be if they can lead some drives all the way to the end zone and get Calvin Ridley involved, get Kirk involved, Etienne balls out again. That's going to be the main X factors towards the Jaguars to win. Otherwise, it's going to be a back and forth if the offense can't get going.
Yeah, could be a lot of punting. If I was anybody, I'd be taking the over and both punters most likely. But like I said, I got the Jags winning this football game. I think they've been playing some very solid football. I hope they can build on the momentum they already have. If they can win with a backup QB, I mean, This Jaguars team is definitely legit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags here. I'd say 20-17. 20-17.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly lower, and I'm gonna go 14-3.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see you. I really need the Jaguars to beat the Saints, though, because that's the Saints. And every time they lose, I get a little more happier throughout the week. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Let us know what you guys think. We got Jaguars for tomorrow, winning regardless if Trevor's in or not. I don't think Derek Carr is good enough to go anywhere. So, this will probably be his last team he's with. Otherwise, he's going to be a backup the rest of his career.
Bold statement.
No, that is what's gonna happen. I'm not high on Derek Carr anymore. Like, he's had his chance, he just hasn't been able to do it.
Then we got Sunday football kicking off. No London game this week. We're gonna be.
Oh, there's no London game this week?
No London
game. I thought there was gonna be. Oh, thank God. I don't have to wake up at like 7 in the morning. Holy crap.
We got Falcons at Tampa. Tell us your thoughts.
Go ahead first if you want, Ian. I have plenty of things to say.
So first thing, what I want to look at is really this is not a this is a good matchup because I think both defenses are playing solid. Falcons secondary has really proven that they made the right moves, grabbing Jesse Bates. Their pass rush has improved from previous years. Their defense has put them in football games. Same thing with the Bucs. Their defense has been very solid. I think the Falcons have the better defense going into this matchup. However, the offense has been really inconsistent. I think they've played slightly better in the past, but Desmond Ridder he's basically a rookie. He made quite a few mistakes over the past couple of weeks. But he'll learn from that, I think. I think he will. But I actually have the Falcons winning this one. I don't see Arthur Smith. I see Arthur Smith making the game plan to take Ritter's mistakes out of it. He did a really good job doing that with Marcus Mariota, and I think he can do that with Desmond Ridder too, until Desmond Ridder develops slightly more.
I think the problem. What the thing is, like, a lot of fans were already, after 4 games throughout the season, Ridder made some mistakes, but they were already saying they want a new quarterback, and that's not going to do anything for the team, regardless. Because next year, even if we draft a rookie quarterback, if they, after 4 games, they're like, oh no, he's not good enough, he's making mistakes, let's get him out of here. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how you get the franchise guy. That's not how you get any quarterback to be your long-term starter. And Falcon fans are stupid. I'm just going to say that right off the back. They're stupid. There's a lot of people on Twitter. ATL Will's friend, Joe knows. He's been saying Arthur Smith should be fired, Desmond Ridder. He's like one of those Ridder kind of hater, kind of wants him to do good. But yeah, I definitely don't agree with him because he's wanted Ridder gone since week 4. And yeah, I mean, when you put into perspective, Desmond Ridder only has 4 career starts last year, and he didn't really get developed, even though he didn't play the whole season, because Marcus Mariota was the guy, and you can't learn anything from Marcus Mariota. He's literally straight garbage. So Ridder, I think he needs more time to develop, and if people don't give it to him, he's going to start the whole year, whether people like it or not. Desmond Ridder is going to be the absolute number 1 starter unless something horrible happens. He's going to be started throughout the whole year. And that's what Falcon fans should expect, and it doesn't matter what they think. That's going to be what's going to happen. And it's going to come down to if our offense can play like they did against the Texans, if Ridder's mistake-free, if Bijan gets going, receivers still get going. The last 2 weeks, Drake London and Kyle Pitts have been going upwards more. Kyle Pitts finally getting his first touchdown of the season. And so we're getting them more involved. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, the Baker Mayfield era of the Buccaneers, he's been playing well. So we're going to have to defend Mike Evans and Chris Godwin pretty well. Because Mike Evans usually no matter what defense we have, like, Mike Evans usually gets some touchdowns on us. But yeah, I got the Falcons winning. I'm going 31-20.
I like it. I like it. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be that high scoring, but I do like the Falcons winning this football game. It's kind of a must-win game for them. Kind of they've dug themselves in a little bit of hole being 3-3, but I mean, it's a long season. They only need to win 6 or 7 games to be in the playoffs, right? From here on out. Typically a team gets in with 9 wins most seasons. So they only need to win 6 more games out of the 12 they've got left, 13 they've got left. So like I said, they just need to pretty much go 500 from here on out, and they can be in the playoffs. So I got the Falcons winning this football game. They just need to force Baker Mayfield. They need to force Baker to be the one to throw the football and not have a run game. And then they need to move the ball on offense. Like you said, Bijan, they need to give it to Bijan. They need to let him do his thing early and wear the defense down. If they can keep their, I was going to say, if they can keep their offense on the field, their defense will eat because the Falcons' defense has been solid. If you can keep them off the field a little bit instead of, like wearing down the. If you have a 10-minute possession, your defense is going to be well rested for the next drive, and you can put the Bucs away easily.
Our defense has been playing really, really good. I think we're 6th in the league in a third down conversion rate. And just our defense has been so good. We're not getting as many sacks, but the pressure's there. Like, we're actually seeing improvement on pressure. And then the secondary is just so good that we're not allowing too many yards either. Yeah, Sam Howell threw 3 touchdowns, but he only threw for 150 yards. The Commanders as a whole only had 200 yards total of offense. And then if you look at the Lions and Jaguars game, the defense kept us in those games. Like, if Ritter doesn't throw that pick 6, it's a 1-score game at that point. And then if the offense figures stuff out, I'd say the Lions game was more of just offense not going anything. But the defense has been keeping us in games. Gave us 3 straight opportunities under 7 minutes in the fourth quarter on offense. Literally went 3 and out on the Commanders' offense 3 times in a row. I don't know how to do it, but yeah. Next up, we got Raiders and Bears. No Justin Fields.
Without Justin Fields. I'm going to have the Raiders winning this football game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stick with the Raiders. Even though if Jimmy G is out, it's going to be probably the Brian Hoyer versus backup quarterback for the Bears.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a sloppy game from both sides, probably. Not very high scoring. Possibly see a lot of punting. But, I mean, I still have the Raiders. I think the Raiders are more equipped to win football games right now. I mean, Josh Jacobs was the leading rusher last year. They've got Devontae Adams. I mean, they've got a decent D-line. I find it hard to go against the Raiders in this situation because the Bears have only shown in 2 games that they've been decent. Or good. I'll say they were good in those 2 games, but that was Justin Fields and DJ Moore. Without you take Justin Fields out of that equation, the Bears aren't winning more than 2 football games this year.
Yeah, I don't see the Bears winning this game at all. I mean, yeah, they played good 2 games, but I don't think their defense or anything they're good enough to play well the whole year. And I think the Raiders just have more offensively and defensively as well. I think they're just better in that regard. I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Completely agree.
20-13.
20-13, like that. We got Browns at Indy. Indy coming off a devastating. Well, not devastating, but they got beat down in Jacksonville, and then the Browns coming off a crazy win against the 49ers. If the Colts thought the Jags defense was tough, the Browns defense is way tough.
The Browns defense has been playing amazing. I think they're still first in the league in yards allowed. I think they only have not even 1,000 yards allowed this season, which is insane throughout 6 games.
Yeah, that's less than 200 yards a game. Crazy to be it. They made the right defensive coordinator hire, and if this offense can't get moving for the Browns, that's going to be very upsetting because that defense is a championship level defense right now. But the offense ain't doing nothing. Deshaun Watson continues that whole situation is bizarre in itself. Who knows if Deshaun Watson even plays? They medically cleared him to play. He says he's not playing. Who knows? That contract was the biggest waste of money in NFL history. 100%. We said it when he got signed. You know, it's you had Baker Mayfield. You should have kept him. Granted, even if you didn't think Baker was the guy, grab one in the draft. They had no business in that Deshaun Watson pursuit, but they did it. They're the Browns. They'll always be the Browns. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't see a Colts having a chance here with that Browns defense, unless like the quarterback throws like 10 picks, then they'll be in the game. But anyways, the Colts are with backup quarterback as well. Anthony Richardson just announced a few hours ago that he's out for the season with shoulder surgery. So yeah, unfortunately, the Colts are without their starting quarterback, who I think would have made them a lot more competitive than what they have now. So yeah, I'm taking the Browns here. I actually don't know how much they're going to score. I think it's going to be like 14-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very. I think this is going to be a low scoring game as well. A lot of defensive matchups, but offenses this year have not been performing like we thought any of them would be. Coming into the season, the Chiefs, we thought were going to be spectacular on offense. They're not. The Bills, we thought were going to be spectacular on offense. They're not. The Chargers, we thought were going to be spectacular on offense. They're not. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, we thought they were going to be phenomenal on offense. They're not. Just a lot of slow starts, and now we're getting into week 6, week 7, week 8, and they're still being super slow. You know, you just wanted the Jags. We thought they were going to be a top 5 offense coming into the league when they grabbed Calvin Ridley. They're not. You know, they've all been struggling. And teams that you didn't think were going to do decent, the Rams, the Cardinals, like these teams have performed way better than we thought they were. And it's kind of crazy. That's just the way it's been going.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. And the Cardinals, we expected that record. They've been in every game they played. Like, they've just been tough. And Kyler Murray's coming back soon, so that's going to be a big help for them as well if they want to start stringing together some wins.
I'm curious what they do about that. I mean, obviously, you got to play Kyler, I think. But Dobbs has been decent.
Dobbs has been pretty good. Been pretty good playing. Like, I think he made his case, his resume for, like, another team to sign him if someone needs a quarterback right now. Like, I'd say, like, if the Browns... If the Bears wanted to trade for a quarterback, I'd go trade for Joshua Dobbs to get him for cheap right now. And just have him be the starter until Justin Fields comes back.
Unless the rumors are true about Kyler Murray not being the guy for the Cardinals.
That would be the dumbest idea they've ever had, and someone's going to get a steal at a quarterback.
I mean, I would think they'd get a first rounder at least. I would think.
Yeah. First or second rounder for Kyler, I think. I think first, he's a first round, like, he's definitely could get first round pick for him.
I think part of it is he went to Cliff Kingsbury, which I think was a good, like, that's who coached him in college for a little bit. You know, that's who they wanted. But obviously with Kingsbury getting fired, every new head coach has a right to their guy, and Kyler Murray might not be their head coach's guy. So, like, who knows what, like, when a new regime comes in, they got a new GM, they got a new head coach. You literally never know. Like, we've seen crazier things happen. You know, like Matt Stafford, he looked like he was going to be a Lion until he retired. They traded him. You know, I mean, you got guys like, I'm trying to think of who else got traded. Derek Carr. I mean, they get a new head coach. Week 15, they're like, you know what? You're sitting the rest of the year. We're going to see what we got in our backups. You would have thought Derek Carr would have been a Raider forever, or at least until he retired, you know? Like, just, you've seen crazier things happen when new head coaches come in. I mean, even in Kyler's case, they had just spent a number 1 overall pick on Josh Rosen. Or not a number 1 pick, but, you know, a first-round pick on Josh Rosen.
No, I think he won one. I think he won number 1, or did he win number 1 overall? I think
he was a first-round pick the year before. I don't remember what pick he was. But then the next year, they drafted Kyler Murray. I mean, it just depends on what the head coach wants, what the
He
GM,
was 10th
the direction
overall.
they want to. Okay, I thought I didn't think he was first, but like I said,
That's got to be the talking about bad quarterback picks. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen there? That could go any direction. Damn, we went on a tangent. Okay, Browns. I got beaten the Colts. I think we said that, right? Both of us agreed with that.
Yeah, and I think it'd be dumb for Cardinals to move over Kyler Murray just because, it's going to be hard for them to get back to relevancy if they get rid of Kyler. Because I don't like their defense that much. I don't like their offense has pieces, but I don't think James Conner's a long-term guy either. He's okay. They need a new running back.
They need to rebuild.
And Kyler's never had offensive line in his career there. So if they want to keep Kyler, they should give him some protection because he can't be running around all day, even though he can. He can't be running around all day behind a shaky offensive line. All right.
Yeah, then we got Commanders at New York Football Giants.
If Daniel Jones is gonna be back, but that line is just so bad. I'll give him that against the Bills on Sunday night. They gave their best effort with Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor gave his best effort, probably of his career, against the Bills to try to win, and yet they came up a yard short. Just this Giants team just might not win too many games this year just because of their O-line, and I don't see that happening against the Commanders with their first-round lineup of D linemen. So I just think the Commanders are going to win like 25 to 10, something like that.
One thing I'll say about the Giants, their defense is legit. They were bullying Josh Allen a little bit. They didn't really get to him that much, but they were pressuring him. Their secondary is playing okay. I mean, the Giants' defense is looking solid, but the Commanders, to me, are a more complete team. I think the Giants are slightly better coached. I'm not a big fan of Ron Rivera at this point of his career. But I don't know. I'm going to go with the Giants here. I think this is going to be our first disagreement.
No.
I just don't see the Giants losing 15 in a row. They're going to win eventually, and I think the Commanders is the game that they end up winning. I think the Giants' D-line is going to be a force to reckon with for Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell is going to be under a lot of pressure. I think they'll dial up blitzes when they need to. So I'm going to take the Giants in a really close one. I'm going to go 17-14.
Ooh. If Daniel Jones out, I just don't, even if he's in, I don't know if his line's going to hold up at all. I mean, they've just been pretty poor on offense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Poor.
I'm going to go out of a limb here and I'm going to go with the Giants.
We got one of the more interesting matchups of the week. Probably one of the best in Lions and Ravens.
Yeah, this one is a very solid one. Lions have been playing some damn good football.
Dude,
Ravens, I think they're struggling on offense more than people thought. I don't think they're bad on offense. I just think they're struggling. I think they're not at their full potential on offense at all. I don't think they're close to it. Think about last week when they played in London. Granted, talk about jet lag, whatever. 6 field goals from less than 30 yards. Like, that means that they cannot punch the ball in the red zone when they need to. So I think they need to fix that. I don't know if they fix that this week. But the Lions' defense, super underrated in my opinion. And their offense is top 10, 100% top 10. They're a top 5 football team.
Yeah, the Lions have been playing insane. Just everything's clicking with that offense. And even with David Montgomery being out, I think they'll be fine. It's going to be more interesting because if the Ravens can kind of play good defense against the Lions, their offense, this might be a low-scoring game. Might be around the middle. It's tough for me to pick this one because the Ravens, they've been struggling on offense, but also they can show up when they want to, which is the weird thing. And then the Lions, their defense is playing amazing. Aiden Hutchinson on that line is balling out this year, like even better than his rookie year. It's crazy. Aiden Hutchinson's just a god. But this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna give the edge. I'm gonna give the edge to what I'm feeling. I think the Ravens are gonna win by a point. I don't think it's gonna be crazy, but I think they're gonna win 21-20.
Okay, so that's our second disagreement. We'll have to remember this. Just to see whose record's better this week. All right, then we got Bills at Patriots. And even though the Bills have been struggling the past 2 weeks on offense, there ain't no way the Patriots are beating the Bills.
Yeah, this game's over with. 40-0. Let's go, Bills.
Yeah, Bills all the way today are on Sunday. I mean, you might as well chalk the loss up today. Even though it's in Gillette Stadium, the Patriots have been terrible.
If the Patriots win, I'll buy Ian a hobby box. Don't quote me on that, but
flip it.
well,
He's gonna buy me a score hobby.
But if it's a Falcon, Falcons are mine.
What's the cheapest hobby box right now?
I think it's like a Legacy or something.
No.
Mosaic it's Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome.
Oh yeah, Mosaic Draft Picks is like 150. Chrome is 120. Score is 150, I think, right? Or 250.
Look, we can make a dual bet. If the Patriots win, I don't know. If the Patriots win, then we both have to buy each other something. Bam. There we go.
Okay. All right. Then we got...
Wait. No. I got it. If the Patriots win, we have to split a box of Encased.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
We're going to have to do that closer to December. After I move.
You think the Patriots have a chance of winning?
Dude, any Sunday.
I mean, okay. All right, let's move on. Cardinals, Seahawks.
Wait, if Patriots win, you have to switch to iPhone.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I'd rather kill myself than switch iPhone. That thing's a piece of crap.
Cardinals at the Seahawks.
I'm taking Seahawks 30-15.
I'm going to take the Seahawks as well, but I think it's going to be a close game. 27-24.
Oh, if Kyler's back in, then...
No, he's not. I don't think he's going to be.
I don't know, I saw a report that Kyler might play this week or next week or something. Let me double check that. Designated Kamari could return to practice as early as today. Oh, Kyler Murray even tweeted he's practicing today.
Yeah, Wednesday was Kyler Murray's first practice with the team. Murray is eligible to play at any time, although Murray will likely need at least 2 full weeks or 3 to ramp back up.
I think he'll be back next week. I don't think they're going to wait that long, especially how the season's going. But in the miracle chance that Kyler Murray plays, if Kyler Murray plays, I'm taking the Cardinals. If Kyler Murray doesn't play, I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking Seahawks either way.
Okay.
Oh
God, Steelers, Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
I gotta go Rams. Steelers offense is just so bad right now. They can't get anything going. Matt Canada's garbage, and they still won't fire him. They promoted him. I don't know what dumb decision someone had in their head, but they promoted him somehow.
I think if Steelers would have lost like last week, they might have fired him. But because Kenny Pickett audibled at the line and got that cover 0 touchdown to George Pickens to win the game, I think they're keeping him. I got the Rams. I don't think the Steelers are going to travel very well. They're going to be 3-3. That is what it is.
The Steelers' Patriots is elite, but I think Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp just too much to handle.
Yeah, their secondary's got some issue. Patrick Peterson is not very good, and Joey Porter Jr. hasn't been getting that many snaps. He's one of the best coverage corners right now in football. He's got a 0.0 passer rating when targeted, but he's on the bench a lot. I mean, that's why his numbers are so good. If he played more snaps, possibly could have that rating, but they're letting them get acquainted slow to the NFL, which is fine. But to me, you got to make that switch here soon to give him more reps because he's playing very good when he gets his opportunities.
Yeah, I just don't see how the Steelers, if they struggle on offense again, Durand's just going to keep scoring. I just don't see how they're going to keep up. The only reason would be their defense keeping them in games. It'd keep them in the game again, especially if Matt Stafford gets sacked 3 or more times. But I'm taking the Rams in 20-10.
Yeah, I like that score.
That's a 21-10. I don't know why I put 20. 20-10, that's fine.
I got 24-11.
Okay. All right. Probably probably my game of the week, or one of the games of the week. Actually, one of the best games of the week. Top 2, Chargers Chiefs. I'm really excited to see this game as well because Justin Herbert. He threw the pick at the end of the game, but at the same time, that was going to be a fun match. That was a fun matchup that they played, and they should have won. The Chargers actually should have won that game. But unfortunately, their defense kind of let up a little bit, but also their offensive line sold as well. And Justin Herbert with that finger, he kind of missed some easy throws that Justin Herbert easy makes. And then Patrick Mahomes in that offense, they're not as good as we thought, but they're still the Chiefs, and Travis Kelce's a god.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with the Chiefs here. Because it's at Arrowhead, I would probably change it up if it was in LA. But I'm going to give the edge to the Chiefs. When T Swizzle's there, they're undefeated. She's probably going to show up to that game.
Oh, God.
Refs are going to bail out the Chiefs at least twice. And Kelce, I don't understand how he's so successful because I watched some of his tapes and he doesn't seem to be running as fast as anybody else on the field. But he just gets open somehow. He's hard to bring down. He's hard to stop. As long as he stays healthy, they're going to win a lot of games this year, even without wide receiver help, which I think they need to trade for. But I don't know. I think Mike Williams being out is really hurting the Chargers. Austin Eckler is finally getting rammed back into things, so he could possibly have a good game. But Chris Jones, their best players are fully healthy for the Chiefs right now. So I got the Chiefs.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Chargers by 3, 23-20 in an upset. I think if anything, if they can stop Mahomes like the Broncos did on that primetime game last week on Thursday night, if they could keep Mahomes limited and keep Travis Kelce contained, then they could do what the Broncos did. Not saying that their defense is great, but the Broncos' defense wasn't great either. But I think Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, if they can actually find a game that they can actually get past together and dominate, then Pat Mahomes going to have a hard time if he can't get to Travis Kelce. I'm going to go 23-20 Chargers. Probably one of the riskiest picks of the day, or the riskiest pick. So, yeah. We're just going to have to see.
I got a riskier one for you, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see. Packers at Broncos. Packers gonna dominate, I think.
I think it's gonna be closer. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Because
that Broncos team.
The Broncos team isn't. Yeah, the Broncos team isn't great, but I think Russell Wilson is finally mesh in. He's not perfect right now, but he's meshed in better than last year. And I think if anything, they'll be able to score. And the Jordan Love just gotta be Jordan Love that they thought. He just gotta not make many mistakes. Their defense gotta play really well, and their running game's gotta get going. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long day. I don't know what to pick. God dang it.
I'm the Packers.
I want to take the Packers too. Oh. All right, I'm gonna take the Packers here, 24-14. But if the Broncos win, you owe me a cookie.
Okay.
Okay.
Dolphins at Eagles Sunday Night Football.
Might be the game of the week right here.
This one has potential to be the game of the week.
The Eagles came off the upsetting loss against the Jets where Jalen Hurts looked like Jalen Hurts. I'm just kidding. Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks. Very bad picks. One of them not being as bad, but still. He threw 3 picks. That game was ugly for them. The Jets defense came to play, and no matter, even if A.J. Brown got more than 125 yards, they still struggled to get into the end zone. And their offense hasn't been, the Eagles' offense hasn't been as good as last year. They've been kind of stagnant. Julio Jones, they just signed. So we'll see if he plays this week. And then the Dolphins, Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, I think they're just too much for anybody, any defense.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning this game. 43-24.
Holy crap, I'm going to take 30-23. 30-23. I got it. Dolphins.
All right, and then the last game of the week, 49ers at the Vikings.
God, why is there so many potential blowouts?
I
Oh my God.
have my dangerous pick.
Oh, you're
today.
gonna? No way, you're gonna pick. No way, you
I'm
can't
just
do
kidding,
that. I was about to say, there's no way you
49ers
pick
all
the
day.
Vikings over the Niners. The Niners was
Yeah.
playing too good. The Browns played a really good game against the Niners to stop them, but it doesn't matter. The Vikings aren't as good as the Browns defensively or even offensively. Well, their offense can be really good. They don't even have Jay Jettas right now, so that's what made that game a little bit closer than it should be. They had Jay Jettas, but they don't. So 49ers 30-10.
Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers 35-7.
Okay.
Just might be the blowout of the
Oh
season.
yeah, it's Kirk's on
No,
primetime too.
Yeah, primetime Kirk. You've got the 49ers coming off an embarrassing loss. You've got Brock Purdy trying to prove he's elite. You got Kyle Shanahan wanting to really stick it to the Vikings. I just, this is screaming 49ers going into Minnesota, knocking them out.
Yeah. I don't see the Vikings winning this one here, and what might be a lost season for them, unfortunately, in Kirk's last year as a Viking, possibly.
Yep.
And there's a lot of good quarterbacks next year, so they got options.
But will they have a good enough draft pick? So far, it's looking like they
Ooh,
will.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's like 14 to 20 quarterbacks next year that it's the craziest, deepest QB class in NFL history. Like, there's like 14 to 20 quarterbacks in next year's draft that I think like are going to be really good. They can be good.
All right, guys. If anybody's watching and has any questions, want to talk about anything in depth, let us know. If not, we are probably going to go ahead and sign out. We'll give it a couple minutes.
The Panthers are 0-6 somehow. Somehow. Are they
So
gonna?
what is everybody's NFL record?
Everybody that NFL record?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up. All right, so the worst teams in the NFL as of right now, Panthers are 0-6. We got a bunch of 1-5 teams. The Bears, the Giants, the Cardinals, the Patriots, and the Broncos. The 2-win teams are the Chargers. Granted, they just had their bye week, so they're only 2-3. The Titans. The Vikings have 2 wins. I didn't know that. I don't remember who they lost. Who'd they beat last week? They just won.
Who?
The Vikings. They just won.
They just beat the Bears. That's on there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. 3-win teams. Lots of 3-win teams. You got the Commanders, Seahawks, who just came off a bye. Rams. Sorry, Packers also have 2 wins. Buccaneers, Falcons, Saints. That whole division's got 3 wins. But the Bucs had a bye, so they do have the higher win percentage right now, which puts them in first place.
And
got
we
the
played the
Jets
Bucks
with-
this week.
Ooh, that's a big matchup then.
Oh,
You guys will take over first if you win that, right?
yes, sir. As
Have
long
you
as you
guys
guys
played
beat
the
the
Saints yet?
Saints. Nope.
You guys lost to the Saints?
No, we didn't play them yet.
What
If the Jaguars, if you guys beat the Saints tomorrow, then and if we beat the Bucks, we're gonna be in first.
yeah, you'll be 4-3. Everybody else will be 3-3 or 3-4.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, why would the Saints be ahead of you if they win? Have they beaten
Would they be ahead of us if they won?
Have you guys played anybody in your division yet?
No. Oh no, the Panthers. No, we would be first just because we beat the Panthers.
Well, Saints beat the
Oh,
Panthers
well.
too.
I don't know. It'd be
Oh,
strength of
but
schedule then.
Saints lost to the Bucks too, so
Oh yeah, so we'd be ahead anyways.
yeah, you'd be ahead. Yeah. Okay, so y'all need to win.
Yes, sir.
Y'all need to win. Jets have been far better than I thought they were going to be. Their defense is legit.
Is there really only no London game this week? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no London game. There's only like 6 of them.
Oh, true. Oh, well, we already went through like 3.
Or maybe there's 3 or 4.
Oh, there's
and
some
then there's,
Germany games. I don't know what time
Yeah.
those are, but
Yeah, Germany, and then I think there's one Mexico game too.
oh no, week 8 doesn't have any early games. Week 9 has a Germany game. Week 9 starts the Germany game at 9:30 a.m. The Dolphins and Chiefs.
Mm.
And then week 10 again, Colts and Patriots, 2 9:30s in a row, and then that's it for the rest of the season. No more early games. Yeah. All right. So we get a little bit of break, or I do, not waking up early. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys are stopping by after the stream, definitely let us know who you got winning this week. And yeah, Tim, appreciate you for stopping by as always. Everyone who stops by after the stream, thank you as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Any final words, Ian? He's enjoying a snack. All right. Thank you guys for